Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Tony's Picks Morning Show. I'm Tony T with you every day here, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time, giving live free picks for today's card. And on today's card, we'll have picks for here from Major League Baseball. Toronto and Seattle get back at it. Seattle up 2-0 in this series. They move over to Seattle for the rest of the games. For the next 3 games, if necessary. College football, we got a couple on the board as well. 4 on the ice. We're still about a week away here from the NBA, a week from Tuesday, actually. Next Tuesday, we'll have the start of the NBA season. Still some preseason going on this week. But let's, guys, make sure you hit that like, that subscribe. We greatly appreciate it. It really helps us build up our audience when you do that. So let's meet the cappers and get right to the picks, because we don't mess around here on the Tony's Picks Morning Show. Rod, what's happening?
Yeah, not too much. Just like Western Kentucky really stinks. That's all it is. It's these games here on Tuesday, Wednesday that it's like, would you be diving into these and maybe making a bet on a Saturday on these games? No, probably not. So, but today they got me there in that one. But we made it back on the hockey side of things, going 4-2 there at the end of the show parlay. So hopefully you tuned into that. Nice little 3-teamer there to end the show. So I can't complain about yesterday's action at all. Made a little bit of money. On to today.
Then on to today. Let's go to Chris. Chris, what's going on?
No, not much. Lost with the Brewers again. Had to call the number. They said to stop betting on the Brewers and the Blue Jays. So I take that for what it is. But I got a home run out of Teoscar Hernandez there. So that was a good one. We've been cashing one of those a day on the home run hit list. So that's at least comforting the blow there. But ready to get to today.
Let's get today indeed. Let's go to Sean. Sean, what's going on?
Not much. College football winners last night passed on the MLB and the hockey and preseason NBA. So good day for me. I'll take it. Today, again, some college football, but I got some MLB up today as well. I'm trying to find something for the end of the show. Winner yesterday, we were at that Arkansas State under 58.5. Yeah, I'm trying to find something that easy again today for you.
Let's see if we can find it. Alessandro, what's going on?
Yeah, I touched that same game there. Covered the plus 7.5 there with Arkansas State, but dropped Western Kentucky. Ugly.
What was that about, man? I had Western Kentucky too. It was like what 7 to 10, and
then the classic finesse air raid team. That's what Western Kentucky's going to be, huh? The classic.
Finesse every other drive was an interception on the 7-yard line.
Yep.
Sorry, Alessandro.
No, I mean, I'll take. At least we got out. 1-1. Juice got us, but we'll take 1-1 over 0-2. So another day today. Let's make some money.
Let's make some money. Yeah, I had a winner yesterday. I had to sweat it though at the under and Dodgers and Brewers. The Dodgers at 5-1. we're putting guys on late in the innings, bases loaded, and with no outs, and somehow, some way, the under catches there as they're up 2-0 in the series. So let's get to the games for today, guys. We'll start here with Blue Jays and Mariners. The Seattle Mariners are favored here, about $1.25. Total 7, juice to the over here in this one. Looks like it's going to be Shane Bieber going up against George Kirby. There is a dome in Seattle if they want to put it up. If they want to cover the field, they can do that there. So we'll get it started here with Rod.
Yeah, for me here, you're looking at this Blue Jays matchup. That's not over yet. Everybody's all like, oh, it's over. They're down 0-2. Well, look at how these two teams have played against each other. Well, the last 7 games head-to-head, the road team has won the game. The road team is 7-0 head-to-head between these two teams. You've seen what Seattle did in the previous series at home. Not good. For some reason at home, they struggle to score. Offenses dip. I think that's what you get here. You look at Bieber in his career pitching against NL or AL West opponents. He's 17-2 to the under. I'll take the under in this game. You can continue to ride the Seattle under. Is definitely a thing here. So low scoring one. First of 3 wins this one. I think it's the Blue Jays win it. Of course, I'm going to cheer for them. Right? It's the only team we got in Canada. So what that's what I'm going to cheer for. So go Blue Jays! I think we'll get some Blue Jays fans that'll come up from BC. Hop the ferry, ride up and over and into Seattle to watch the game. So I think we'll get some Blue Jays fans there for this one that'll be cheering. So hopefully we can get a win and make it a series. Nobody wants to see a sweep.
That's right. Let's say hello here. We got over to Chris, I should say. There you go.
Yeah, I'm going the other way. I've been on the Blue Jays twice. They burned me. I think it's over. I think the Blue Jays have been exposed. them and the Brewers. Seattle, as much as I don't want to admit it, could take this one, go to the World Series. We could see a Dodgers-Mariners World Series. It is what it is. I'm going to take the Mariners on the money line. I'm not even playing around with it. Just get it done.
There we go with Chris. Move on over to Sean.
How about a run line look here for Seattle? 165, 170-ish range. All right, I mean, Toronto, worried about the bullpen was the problem, but you know what? The bats have not risen to the occasion, whether that be based on Bichette not playing, but Seattle's pitchers finally pitching like they have in years past. I don't know. I'll run line at plus 165 here.
And
last I checked, Kirby sucks though. So
not in the postseason. Last I checked in the postseason, he's better than Paul Skeens. I mean, he's his career.
Any opportunity. I swear to God.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. That was not a dig at. That was not even meant to come in on a Paul. That was meant as his numbers in the postseason for not just this year, but his career numbers are really good numbers.
Has Paul Skeens even made it to the postseason? Let's be real.
No, but I'm just talking about number-wise. Like, go look at his postseason numbers. I mean, the guy's pretty
Kirby
good.
Herbie? Kirby Herbie? Where's Kirby Herbie? Let's see. Kirby Herbie? He's all right postseason, I guess.
Not bad.
3 meals at night definitely don't help the
innings,
guy. He's got the 4 ERA rolling in night games. So guess what? We're playing a night game.
ERA and 4
Kirby
postseason
Herbie
starts.
giving up 4.
Kirby Herbie's going 7, striking out 10, maybe 1 run.
Kirby Herbie, be lucky if he sees the 3rd inning. How's that?
The problem is that is he the softy who pulled himself out after 6 innings in one game too?
Yeah, I think so. I think he does. See, I remember 90s.
That'll be him. He's going to go 5,
Kirby
strike out 8, give up a run. We'll see. Martez over strikeouts for him. He's going to have at least 7.
Absolutely. There. All right. There we go from Sean. Move on over to Alessandro.
I'm not in love with either of these pitchers. I think we actually can see some offense, even though we're in the sleep-inducing park here. I'm leaning Blue Jays with the plus price. The Dogs won in the first 2 games of this series. I don't think the Blue Jays are completely out of it. I like the Vladimir Guerrero Jr. prop, 375 in the postseason. It's not too bad. He's gotten off to a pretty solid start. Against Kirby, he's only 2 for 9. Not the greatest, but I think he can hit a home run or something. I'll take the over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs, because I think he'll get on base a lot too, possibly walk Guerrero. And then, we got Kirk and George Springer and the rest of these guys that can bring him in. It's time for this Blue Jays lineup to step up, bottom line. Team total possible as well. George Kirby, a 281 average against this Blue Jays lineup. It's not like he's completely lights out against this current lineup. So I'll lean Blue Jays.
There we go from Alessandro here. Tell you what I think about these games. Yeah, I'm going under again here in this one with Seattle. Seattle 3-0 to the under in all 3 home playoff games. Matter of fact, landing 3-2 is what we said all year in Seattle. These games, late stages, 1-1, 2-2, 2-1. That's what you see in Seattle. I'm not counting Toronto out because Seattle doesn't hit well either in that home ballpark. It's a sleep-inducing stadium there. Not a lot of runs scored. You got a good bullpen from Seattle there. I do trust the Seattle bullpen a little more than the Toronto one. But again, based on the ballpark, the way it plays, I can only look at the under in that one there in this one. Matter of fact, Toronto in their 3 playoff games hitting 202. In their 3 home playoff games, Mariners hitting a $1.88, but the bullpen ERA of 1.33. That was in that Detroit series. Of course, I think Toronto has the better bats in Detroit. But anyway, I'm going to go under again in that one. All right, let's continue here on the Tony Simona Show as we continue on with our coverage here. We'll go to college football for today's action here. Look at the games up here. 2 today. Conference USA here taking center stage. Delaware and Jacksonville State. Delaware road favorites here, 3, total 57.5. UTEP and Sam Houston. UTEP road favorite 3, total 46. We start here with Rod.
Yeah, for me in these ones, give me the over in the first half between Delaware and Jacksonville State. I think we see plenty of offense between these 2 teams to get up and over this 29. here in the first half. You look, hey, Delaware, they're scoring about 18 points in that first half in all their games this season. Hey, in their conference games, that shoots up to about 20 points a game in the first half. And you look at Jacksonville State at home, they're scoring about 20 points a game in the first half. So that being total about 40 about what they've been averaging this season. The total's of 29. I think there's 10 points of value in that first half over. That's where I'll be. Delaware, Jacksonville State over the 29 in the first half.
There you go with Ron. We move on over to Chris.
Yeah, looking at that Delaware-Jacksonville State game, I want to take the points with Jacksonville State. I mean, these two teams are pretty evenly matched here. Both, conference, they've got about the same there as far as ATS goes. So we'll take the points with Jacksonville State on that. I'm going to take a shot here with Sam Houston with the points at home as well, and go both dogs there.
Yeah, we with Chris. We move on over to Sean.
What do we got going on in this one here? Let's go. I'm going to go under Delaware, Jacksonville State 57 here. Defenses are so. Delaware's got some nice little wins since coming up to the bigs here. I don't know. I know they got a little extra prep. I had them the other day when they lost that one. Turnovers late on that Friday night. Give me the under here. We're probably leaning to the home dog as well.
There we go with Sean. Move on over to Alessandro.
I think there's a slight quarterback advantage for Delaware. You got Nick Minicucci here, who's I had it right here. Give me 1 second. Wimset's the 109th ranked quarterback when it comes to quarterback rating in the nation, and Minicucci's the 64th ranked. So he's, middle of the pack, and then Wimset's near the bottom as far as passing efficiency, quarterback rating. That's something I look at. And then this Delaware team, again, first year in the FBS, they're 1-1 in conference play. That Western Kentucky loss, I walked away from it more impressed with that team just because even though Western Kentucky, pooped the bed last night, they're still now 3-1 in conference, top of the Conference USA. I don't know. I think this Delaware team can show up and cover the spread. I'll take the -2.5. Again, with the quarterback advantage. That's what I'm looking at. And then I do like Sam Houston State possibly to get their first win, but we'll take the +3 at home. Obviously, this is a toilet bowl game here. Some of the worst teams in college football. Malachi Nelson, out of 136 quarterbacks, he's the 135th ranked passer when it comes to passing efficiency. So do with that as you wish. Hunter Watson's not too far ahead. He's 122nd in the nation, but he at least offers a little bit of mobility on the ground. They won this game last year, Sam Houston State, 41-21. And this is a 10-win team last year that's starting off 0-6. I think they bite down on the mouthpiece and they get a win here. I'll take the +3, though, with Sam Houston.
Yeah, from Alessandro, I'll tell you what I think about these games here. Yeah, I'm going to take the plus price here with Sam Houston. UTEP has lost every game against FBS competition. They only beat, I believe, Tennessee Martin, if I'm not mistaken. In their past two, they've averaged 9.5 points a game, and those games were at home. At least the Gamecocks were competitive last week at home against Jacksonville State. UTEP numbers have been really poor this year. Looking here at the most points that the Bearcats put up were against Conference USA teams, 24 at Western Kentucky to start the season as well. They've gotten accurate quarterback play in conference now. You can just see the conference numbers there. I'll take Sam Houston here +2.5. Give me Jacksonville State here in this one. This team hasn't changed much since they changed a little bit as far as I'm just saying their style here since Rich Rod left. They're still running the football. The Gamecocks have won both games at home. Bullhens in conference play, allowing 4.5 yards per run, 68% completion rate. So now, like I said, there's some conference numbers out there you can just look at. At home, the Gamecocks rushing for over 7 yards a carry. And they put up 34 at home against Liberty in week 1. Jacksonville State at home to the spread, 11-4. I'll take them as a dog in this one. All right, let's continue here on the Tony's Morning Show as we turn our attention over to the ice. 4 games on the ice for tonight, and we'll cover them in one block. Senators and Sabres. Here we've got the Senators road favorites, $1.18, total of 6. Panthers and Red Wings. We've got the Panthers, $1.38, total of 6. Flames and the Mammoth. Here we've got the Mammoth, $2.25, total of 6. Blackhawks and Blues. These are your two later games. The Blues, $2.30, total 5.5. We start with Rod.
Yeah, a couple I'm looking at. I like the give me the under there, Ottawa and Buffalo. It looks like Allmark getting a start there for Ottawa. Buffalo, Leon getting the start there for the Sabres. And then you look the under 9-4. The last 13 meetings between these two teams. Lower scoring one. Ottawa first of a back-to-back spot here as well. So Buffalo's not bad against Ottawa as well. So I would lean to Buffalo to finally get their first win. Might not be a bad play there. They're 2-0 head-to-head versus Ottawa at home. So I'll take Ottawa there and that one and the under. And then Florida. Florida off a loss. They lost their first road game of the season. Usually they're a bounce back swap, but dealing with some injuries and stuff here. Detroit looked pretty good. Back-to-back wins over the Leafs most recently. Give me the under. 9-3 is the under. Florida, Detroit head-to-head in their last dozen. So I'll take the under in that one. And then Chicago, St. Louis, I'll take an over. I think we see plenty of offense there. You look at what St. Louis does against Chicago. They score 4 goals, 6 goals, 6 goals, 7 goals, 7 goals. They've been ripping it up. I think St. Louis could probably almost get there on their own. They're off that lone home loss of the season where they got embarrassed 5-0 in that home opener for them. Then they went out on the road and won 2 games where they scored 5 goals in both those games. And got themselves a W. So coming back home, I would lean to St. Louis, but give me the over in that one. See plenty of offense. Also, you look Chicago following a home win, 0-15 when they headed onto the road following a home win. So they got themselves that nice win over the Mammoth, did the Blackhawks. I don't know if they get it here. I think St. Louis is going to be a little bit mad after losing your home opener 5-0. So I think we see plenty of offense in this one. Give me the over.
There we go with Ron. We move on over to Alessandro.
Only one game I'd touch today. It'd be the Panthers. I know it's minus 140-ish, a little juiced. I mean, you're talking about the defending champs here. I mean, yeah, against the Red Wings, I'll take it. 13-3 in the last 16 games against Detroit, and then 12-2 in the last 14 games on the road against Detroit. So they've dominated recently against this Detroit Red Wings team. Detroit just swept the Maple Leafs as well, riding high off that. I just like the Panthers, better team. I know it's a little pricey, but I'll ride with the Panthers minus 140.
There we go from Alessandro. Do you look anything on the ice, Sean?
No, too big. Big lines. You got two 35s out there. No thanks. I'd be old school going Red Wings. Thinking Sergei Fedorov and Stevie Yzerman would carry him here as a small dog, but. Nah, man, nothing right now.
Not enough, right? Not enough of a price to touch, right? With plus 120, you need more.
Yeah, if I'm going
yeah.
Like I said the other day, like early, it's kind of I'm still feeling it out. Right? I'm not. Although the St. Louis may be a puck line there, right? Right? He said that they got blown out, bad loser their first game. You can grab a little. What is this puck line is? I just had it up.
Plus
115.
Maybe? Yeah, so you get a little plus money.
It's a little, again, regulation. What would it be? 140 in regulation, I guess, right? A little better than the two. I'm trying to get too cute. Like, look at me. I'm going to do a puck line instead of regulation and win 5-4. But, well, that's just – I'd rather just not play it. I'm not – it's okay.
There you go here. Yeah, we're talking about before the game, the embarrassment of the Rangers and an awful season there. Ours started off. All right. We got you through the NHL. Now it's time for our Parlay Purple segment where Cap's giving a parlay, team player and prop, game of the future. They make the call here. We start here with Rod.
3-teamer for you. Take Sam Houston on the money line. Take Buffalo on the money line in hockey. And take the St. Louis to Chicago game over the total. 3-teamer for you today. Let's get another.
They're from Ron. We move on over to Chris.
Yeah, I could give you guys a couple RBIs today. The home run hit list has got 4 on there. It was hard to try to narrow these down, but give me Josh Naylor for an RBI plus 207, and then give me J.P. Crawford plus 325 for an RBI. He's usually at the end of the lineup there, so he's got a couple here lately, so he should be able to go.
There we go with Chris. Move on over to Sean.
All right, MLB 86-68 plus 25-10. Seattle run line plus 165. And I'll give you looks for tomorrow football too. We'll go over Steelers, Bengals 43.5. I am 7-5 plus 150 with end of show NFL. after the Bears winner. And then a 5-1 run in the college football, 14-14 now, still down 240 under ECU total. And I didn't write it down. Why didn't I do that? I thought it was 57.5. Give me 1 second. I'm a stupid man. 54.5. 54.5.
Drop then.
It's 54.5.
There you go. Yeah,
I wrote under 17.5, and that's the spread, 17.5. So I was like, wait a second, was that supposed to be 57? No, it's 54.
Here you go there from Sean. Move on over to Alessandro.
The parlay I'm going with today, I'll take the prop for Vladimir Guerrero Jr., the hits, runs, RBIs, and then I'll parlay that with Sam Houston money line like that.
There you go with Alessandro. I'm going to give you an early college football again here. Oh, there was a couple of totals that I really liked here. I like Texas State and Marshall to go over the total. These are teams with all gas, no breaks, as Solo likes to say it there. So I'll go over there. A lot of offense, not a lot of defense, but a lot of bad defense on both sides of that one. And if you like the over in Wyoming and Air Force, I wouldn't talk you out of it either, because Air Force has got another team with a lot of all gas, no breaks there with Air Force and Wyoming. So a couple of overs there. Early looks here at college football for this Saturday card, 57 games. FBS versus FBS this week. So there you go. I think it's our biggest card for the week or for the year in college football, in games involving FBS versus FBS competition. All right, we got you through the Parlay Purple segment. Now it's time. We'll show you what the Cappers have for sale over at Tony's Picks. Heading into a good week of action here with college football. So a lot of Major League Baseball still to go this week. Here is we've got teams that have gone and played first two of a best of seven still. So we still have baseball up there on the board. Hockey, NBA comes back next week on leaderboards, showcasing our top performers. And of course, we'll see what Rod has for sale right now over at Tony's Picks. Rod's put together another great year like he did last year, right? He was really deep green last year, deep green again this year for Rod here over at Tony's Picks. For the year's numbers here, you'll see 1,098 units of profit. This is based on a $100 unit wager size. So what you got for sale, Rod, over at Tony's Picks?
And for you over at Tony's Picks, a little mixed bag going. I got a play, my NHL one-timer, looking to hit our third straight NHL one-timer play. You can scoop that up singly. That's my best bet of the day. Or I have a three-pack going. So I got me a mixed sport triple going for you as well. My NHL one-timer is included in that mixed sport triple for you today. So don't buy one or don't buy both. Buy one or the other. Grab that three-pack. I'm telling you, have a nice little winning day with me as we heading into the Thursday eve of the weekend stuff. I kind of include Thursday into the weekend stuff because we know there's plenty of football action. So it's that time of year you want to jump aboard long term. So many sports overlapping: college football, NFL football, MLB still rolling along. We got hockey on the slate. 6 days away, we'll have NBA rolling into the mix. So jump aboard something long term, because also when you're aboard long term here at Tony's Picks, there's plenty of prop bets to be had here. And when you're aboard long term, those prop plays are included in all your long-term subscriptions here at Tony's Picks. So that is the way to go. So not only do you get the late Steve play when you're aboard long-term, you also get the prop bets that we got rolling here at Tony's Picks. So jump aboard long-term, take advantage of that 2-for-1 capper promotional. Can't go wrong with that as well. Tony T checkout saves you 15%.
That's right, guys. You got to both right over at Tony'sPicks.com. You can see green across the screen in 2025. You hit 2024, the same thing. So Rod's been red hot over at Tony's Picks. Get on board. Long-term subscriptions. I just scroll. I want to take note of a new feature we added here to our grading system here. I didn't send this to the cappers yet, but I'll let you guys know here that now not only can you see the graded picks, you can also see the write-ups. So we've now put the write-ups up here. And a lot of our cappers will do a lot of great job of giving you the write-ups on all the games. So next to every graded game now, right below the start time, right when these games are graded, about a few minutes after they go final, you'll be able to not only see the results, but you can also see the cappers write-ups now. So those are now up there and fully transparent for you guys to see. A lot of our cappers do a great job of giving you the write-down, the breakdown. So if you're shopping for the cappers and looking for those long-term subscriptions, check out the write-ups now next to every game that's graded over at Tony's Picks. So full transparency there for you guys here at Tony's Picks on our graded plays, on transparency here, showing you not only the results, but the cappers write-ups are now visible once the game is over and graded. Once the game is graded, they're now visible over at Tony's Picks. So get on board there. Of course, I know someone who puts So for Chris, what you got going over at Tony's Picks here for today's card?
I kept it light. Got you an MLB play. It is a total in that matchup tonight. So grab that. Was tired of giving out a side there as far as a premium. So I took a good shot here on the total. I feel strong about it. I've got a good write up on it. You guys can check it out once it's graded. Apparently, do that. So I try to do really well and give you guys the best information and the odds and everything in my write up. That's what you're going to find. So. And all the stats that back the reason that I went with it. Hop on something long term. You guys know that I do. We got NBA starting Tuesday. I'll be back to that. We've got college football and NFL this weekend. I'll be having some plays in those as well. 2-for-1 capper. You guys see who's on the leaderboard. Pair 2 people up. Let them go to work for you. And then use the promo code TonyT at checkout. Save you the 15%. And let's just try to bounce back this weekend.
That's right. Get on board with Chris over at Tony's Picks. You see, it's got his best bet on the board from Major League Baseball, ALCS. Of course, it is profit guaranteed, meaning it must turn a profit or amount purchase will be credited back to your account for site credits. That's profit guarantee. Get on board with Chris over at Tony'sPicks.com. And by the way, when you do buy these plays, you see the write-up right away when you buy them. It's just there. So one of the features is once they're graded, everyone can see them. So when you buy a play from our cappers, you get not only the pick, but you also get a write-up. Give me the insight and why that we like these picks. So these premium plays. So get on board here with Chris over at Tony's Picks. Long-term subscriptions also a great way to go as well. So get there on board. All right, let's see what's rolling over at Tony's Picks. We'll see what Sean has for sale. Sean's put together a great year here over at Tony's Picks. 4,346 units of profit. This is all based on a $100 unit wager size. Sean, what's for sale?
Yeah, little MLB, college football. And there you go. And write-ups. I do my little write-ups. I'll be working on them today for the weekend to get the stuff up. You go down. There we go. Write-ups. Oh, not on a total. Go to the other one has a write-up on it.
There you go.
Total, unless the total, I'll tell you, unless I have like total like in a package by itself, or if it's a quote unquote game of the week or something big like that, you'll have a no write-up in the totals because they're just basically. I just have the numbers said, and that's that. But everything else, you get a bunch of write-ups for.
There you go. You can see all the write-ups there from.
Put a little effort in here, folks. You just get. There you go. You got write-ups. Win, lose, they're in there.
There you go. You can see
you know how my pea-sized brain works already from me and listening to me here, but you get it in print now.
So when you purchase the premium plays, you get these right away. We show them after the game has been graded. So if this is shopping for long-term subscriptions, check out the write-ups. You can see the cappers, the work they put into it there. So you can see there's you can tell. You can just tell in the write-ups the knowledge there from the cappers. So great feature at Tony'sPicks.com now that we put the write-up after the graded play. Of course, when you buy the plays or you have a long-term subscription, you will see them immediately when you go into your member section. But here, once the game is over and graded, you'll be able to check out the write-ups. So it helps you in your shopping selection over at Tony's Picks, shopping for that cappers. There you can see their write-ups there, full transparency over at Tony's Picks. Let's see what Alessandro's got rolling over at Tony's Picks right now. Alessandro been red hot over the last 7 days. What you got, Alessandro?
Just one bet, college football tonight. During the week, Monday through Friday, 1 to 2 plays right now. Then we drop bombs on Saturday and Sunday. But that's been basically the flow right now. I actually might sprinkle a little UFC, man. I was just pissed about an 0-3 Saturday there that we had, and I want to get it back on track. I'm treading lightly. I do have a UFC bet in, but you'd have to go get that on the single pass. Just getting this action in. Check out the write-ups as well, and 2-for-1 capper promotion. Tony T discount code. Get that 15% off. Let's make some money.
Yes, make some money with Alessandro over at Tony's Picks. Best bet on the board right now. Profit guaranteed. Long-term subscription the way to go. And like every capper on the board, you'll be able to see their write-ups right after the game is graded. Of course, as I said before, you see this when you buy the plays, but once the play is graded, you can see the results. We put the write-ups also into the system, so you guys can check it out as you're looking for your cappers to purchase your plays from over at Tony's Picks. So get on board and use that promo code TonyT to save that 50% off.
I'll be honest. Sometimes I don't do a write-up, man. I got to get these write-ups in. I have write-ups in for today. The one that comes to mind is Steelers-Browns. I just didn't feel like I needed a write-up. That was just obvious for you. If you wanted to go bet on Dylan Gabriel and the Browns in that spot, go for it. But that's probably one I didn't do a write-up on. Just Steelers -5 was easy. But
there you go. There you go. Absolutely. So, guys, check it out over at Tony's Picks. Cappers putting their write-ups on all their premiums for you guys to check out. Of course, Rod, you've been doing that. We've been at it for a while. That's something customers want to see.
Definitely. They want to see, they love to see their reasoning behind why you're getting your picks. So definitely go check it out. We're all the whole goal here is to try to make everybody a better.
You give them like your thought process and why you kind of like the game, right? Whether
so that they can kind of have that same type of.
But if it loses, they're gonna be like, all right, well, this is why he liked the game because of XYZ, but it went elemental P instead, and that kind of changed the outcome. It's just
that way it also prevents when people are like, why did you pick that? You're a dumbass, and then you can be like, well, look, this is the reasons why I got myself to this spot on this little island, and it's like, hey, sometimes it's like that doesn't always I always go back and you take a look at my losses and go, hey, what got me there that got me the L? And then I take a look and see if there was something that I could have done different in my handicap, something I could have changed, or is it just one of those things that the ball got tipped by this guy and it flopped right into somebody else's hands, and all of a sudden that was the reason why that game went the other way. I'm critical of looking at my wins and my losses just the same. To see if there's any edges there to make any adjustments on those losses. So those write-ups help. Definitely go head on over to Tony's Picks to check them out. If you're on the fence about buying premium picks, then hey, not a bad way to go have a look and see, because you can see where cappers are sitting, and that there is a reason how they get there, and you can go check that out. Now it's transparent for you to go check out.
Right, full transparency at TonySpace.com. So, guys, check it out. Check out the write-ups from all of our graded plays at TonySpace.com. Every premium play will have a write-up available for you to see and read once it's graded. Of course, those of you who buy picks, you'll see them immediately in your members section there. So, guys, great features there over at Tony's Picks. So, check it out. All right, guys, with you here every day at 9:30 a.m. Did I get through everyone's what they have for sale? Right, I got through everybody. Yep. All right. I got a best on the board from baseball. Get on board with me and match you with your favorite capper over at Tony's Picks. Guys, with you here every day at 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. Join us here on the Tony's Morning Show if you can. Every day, if you can't, you always head on to our YouTube channel, because we have lots brewing over on our YouTube channel. It's only going to get bigger now as we transition to basketball. We're going to see a lot more content over there on the channel. Right now, you can check it out at Tony's Picks, our YouTube channel. Just hit the search bar, hit Tony's Picks. There, you'll find all my deep dive compilations up there right now. I've got about half the card for Saturday up in college football up there right now. Of course, as you scroll, you'll find the hit list. Of course, a very popular feature from Chris's Props there as well. We do have a playlist showcasing all of our sports that we cover, like NFL, college football up there, Major League Baseball, NHL is up there as well. Our Fight Picks playlist videos. Of course, Rod with the shorts here, NHL ready to roll for today's card. Playlist, individual capper playlists. You'll see playlists here from Rod, from Chris up there, Ron Crawford, looking for that KBO. Where's the KBO? Just go down to the playlist. You'll find it there. The 2-3 zone debuts for next Tuesday, maybe Monday night, right? That's the 2-3 zone NBA style. Ready to roll with that next week.
KBO takes a couple days off there, Tony, and then we'll be back for the finals.
Does it? Okay.
I'm not sure the exact day, but it takes a couple days off. And then I want to say it's Thursday. Then it's back. That Ron said, tune in the happy hour. He'll let you know that it'll be back, because we're in the finals of the KBO. That's just about wrapping up the World Series of the KBO. So going at it. So he'll help you get covered for the finals. So definitely be on the lookout for that.
Yeah, look out for Rod's KBO there. As we get the finals ready to roll there, guys. If you ever miss a live show, just hit the live tab. You'll be able to find our live show here on the channel. Of course, Night Moves with the King Prince of Darkness, Ramon, and of course DeAndre helping him out there. Full game rundowns from Ramon and DeAndre there on the Night Moves overnight show. 2:30 a.m. Eastern time. We clip the videos for you guys to watch. And of course, for those of you on the East and Central time zone, a good idea. And we get up in the morning with a cup of coffee. Well, just watch the replay of Night Moves. You got real fresh content there that's actionable. So check it out. Happy hour with Rod and crew. You'll see Rod and Ron in there. You'll also see Brian in there and some of our cappers that join them as well. So a lot of great content there on the channel. Of course, you can always hit our shorts tab. Rod's got that shorts populated here with all the NHL coverage here. So check it out as well. We're also in podcast form. So all of your favorite podcast suppliers, you can find all of our videos in podcast form. So if it's easier for you to listen instead of watch it, you can check it out on the podcast format. So a lot of great content, guys. Check it out over at Tony's Picks YouTube. Of course, Rod, you got a lot rolling over at Tony's Picks. As you've got the happy hour here Monday through Friday at 5 Eastern time. And of course, you got the NHL shorts.
Yeah, definitely check out all the NHL action on cover on every game going to the rest of the season. We've got a big all-star break this year in the NHL for the Olympics, but cover there. Don't forget to tune in 5 p.m. Eastern to the happy hour show. When NBA returns, we know how their late info goes on who's in, who's out. We'll have you covered there. But the NHL goalie news is always it's become later and later and later in the day that you're finding out. Usually, it's definitely not till after the morning skate for sure that they're announcing these goalies. So even the NHL's on the tune of it becoming later. So tune into the happy hour show, 5 p.m. Eastern.
Very good there, 5 p.m. Eastern. Check it out there on Tony's Picks. Of course, Chris, that home run hit list, a big favorite of many folks here on the channel.
Yeah, it seems to be pretty popular. A lot of interaction there. Appreciate that. Everybody's commenting and sharing who their favorites are. Everybody continues to want Ohtani and Cal Raleigh. You guys probably aren't going to find those guys on the home run hit list anytime soon. I think Ohtani is 2 for 26 now. But anyway, you'll find some good value there. I try to find you some sleepers as well as some just some really good value there. Something I am working on that I cashed 2 last night. I know absolutely nothing about hockey, so this was completely data driven with the Hurricanes. I got a Jackson Blake goal scorer last night and a Cutter Gaither from the other game there with the I believe that was the Penguins and the Ducks. So I may be working on something with NHL goal scorers. I've got a lot of data. I do have my NFL, but I'd rather try this out on my own, risk my own money than to tell you guys to risk yours and throw something out there. I don't like to do that. That's how we've been successful with the home run hit list is I've got a lot of data that backs everything I put out there. So I'm working on that. It's in the beta stage there. So we'll see how that rolls out, but I'll be having something for NBA as well. So we'll just get a lot of content going up here shortly.
There you go. Yeah, I just moved Chris's. Sometimes these editors don't get it in the prop playlist, but it's back in now in the prop playlist. So you can check out Chris's playlist. Oh, on the playlist there on the front page now, the prop video you'll be able to find when you go to the home page. Of course, Sean, pretty much morning guy here. We see you popping some of the chats though.
Yeah, you know what? There's a football game today. My daughter will be at for her little trainer job. So you know what? The afternoon show, I will probably make an appearance. Why not come in and we could argue over Seattle and Toronto. It'll be fun. Although probably a lot of hockey talk, so I won't have a lot to say.
There you go. There you go from Sean Gonzalez. We see here on the mornings. You on some of the other shows as well, and of course you with your fight videos as well.
No, yeah, that 2-3 zone for the NBA. I'd like to get on to an episode here a week or so. NBA better for sure. College basketball better for sure. So yeah, we're ready for that.
Very good. So Ron Crawford, I guess he's the one collecting all the emails for that. So check it out there. A lot of great content. 2-3 zone returning here for the NBA. Looking forward to that on Tuesday. Look for the Monday release there, Monday night there. So lots of
as Rod says, hey, more the merrier on the 2-3 zone. It might be named the 2-3 zone, but it doesn't have to be 2 or 3 guys just shooting or giving it some picks. We don't mind if it's everybody that wants to do some NBA. You're more than welcome to come into the 2-3 zone and give it a play.
That's right. All the cappers out there, more than welcome to join. Just send Ron. He's collecting the emails, getting the emails out to the StreamYard, link out to everybody there for the crew over on the 2-3 zone. Looking forward to a great NBA season. It's a long one. Takes you all the way to June, the middle of June. Do the math, right? 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 months until we crown an NBA final, right? Champion. Maybe later in the month of June. Yeah, a little more than 8 months. Well, so that's a tough league, man. Now, do you think
it does take 5 guys to run a 2-3 zone? So
exactly, it does take 5 guys to run a 2-3 zone. So hey, I know it's been 2 or 3 guys in the 2-3 zone, but hey, going forward, love to have 5 guys. Plus, you can throw a couple bench guys in there as well and have like 7 guys on the 2-3 zone because you need those bench guys to give those regular 5 guys a little bit of a break during the game as well. So more the merrier. We don't mind. We love hearing opinions on different games, and I know you guys love hearing opinions from different cappers as well.
That's right. So check it out, guys. 2-3 zone coming back here for the NBA. Monday night, look for the release for the Tuesday games. All right, guys. We're back again tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. Eastern time for the Tony's Picks morning show there. So, Whiskers, tell us after the show. That sounds good. All right, guys. Any closing thoughts from anyone?
Here are a couple bonus props for you. We're going to take Tage Thompson over 3.5 shots on goal. And we're going to take Dylan Holloway of the St. Louis Blues over 2.5 shots on goal. You can parlay those up if you want. You're not going to get generational wealth, only parlay 2, but hey, I love those 2 to parlay up. Make a little bit of nice plus money there.
There you go. A little one there for you guys. All right, that'll do it for the show. Going to wake up about it, guys. You guys make a winning one. We're back tomorrow here on the Tony Spix Morning Show.